Emily from Move Studio and TrueCore. Thank you for sticking with us through all of our craziness. This is Cooper, who's hopefully going to move out of the way. I'm going to do a mat workout for you today. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, comment below, or you can follow our new channel, and hopefully we'll keep you moving during this crazy time. Okay, so stay healthy mentally, physically, and let me know what you think. Thanks. So we're going to start out with a little bit of a roll down. Your arms are going to go up over your head. You're going to take an inhale breath, and then exhale, curl up and over, relaxing your shoulders down out of your ears, making sure your hips aren't going too far back. You may need to bend your knees here to make it to the ground. If you have a little more flexibility in your hamstrings, those hands can come flat. You're going to take a walk, one hand by hand, out into a plank. You may have to put your knees down here, dropping your hips, or you can hold a plank here. And then you're just going to walk your hands back. So you're going to walk your hands back. If you need to bend your knees, you may, or keeping those legs straight based on your flexibility. You'll slowly come back up. Reach those hands to the ceiling. Take a big inhale. Exhale up and over. And walk those hands out. Good. Holding in your plank here. Couple different options. You can rock forward to your hands, rocking back to your heels. Testing your balance here, you could also just come down to your knees. You could even do a push-up, whatever's feeling good for you. We'll walk back one more time. Again, based on your flexibility, holding, and slowly coming all the way in. Next time we'll stay down, and then go ahead and dive down and forward. Good, finding the ground with your hands, walking forward, finding your plank. Once you've stayed here for a time that's comfortable for you, you're gonna press your hips back, pressing into your hands and feet evenly. Think about pressing through your thumbs, your pinky fingers, the heels of your hands. Good, and then when you feel ready, shift your weight back over your shoulders. Bring your knees down onto the mat. Situate them right underneath your hips. Shoulders down out of your ears. Take an inhale breath, breathe up into your spine, curling your tail underneath you. And then give me an exhale, arching that back. Good. Actually exhale to curl and lift up. Drawing that belly button to your spine, shoulders out of your ears. And inhale, arching your back, possibly bring your chin up, shoulders down out of your ears. And then tuck your tail, curling up. And inhale, coming back down. Beautiful. Come back to your neutral, and then let's go ahead and take a seat. You're gonna fold your feet down in front of you, reaching your arms out in front. Good. Take a big inhale breath, and then exhale. You want to segment your spine piece by piece, rolling down inch by inch. You're going to find a place where your body wants to fall or break down. I'd like you to control the descent, reaching those arms up over your head. Take an inhale, start to reach those hands for the ceiling, and then exhale, pushing off each vertebrae by drawing your belly in. You're going to roll forward over those toes. Think about pulling your belly button back, hips back, shoulders down. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, curl back down again. Rolling down through your back. Growing your spine tall, lengthening through your arms high. Get out of here. Take an inhale, breath, and then exhale, nod your chin, slowly curling back up. Now, if you're finding you have to thrust your way up, try to work for slow on the way down. You could even use a band to hold on to if you have something to attach that to, or just go halfway down like we're going to next. Inhale your breath. Exhale, tilt your hips, tuck your tail. We're going to go down about halfway. Bend your knees, one at a time. I can't believe this. Hold here, relax your shoulders. Rolling down just a little. Exhale, curling in. And lowering down. And exhale, scoop and lift. Good, 3 to go. Just deepening that tip. Exhale, curling belly button to spine. 2 to go. Shoulders down out of your ears, curl and lift. Last one, you're gonna exhale, roll all the way down, tuck, 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 tuck. Bring your hands down by your sides. Palms are pressed into the floor. You're gonna bring those heels a little closer to your seat. Relaxing your shoulders out of your ears. You're gonna take a big inhale breath here to prepare. Exhale, taking your tongue off the roof of your mouth, tilt your hips to your nose. Tuck your spine, scoop, and slowly start to peel yourself up. Take an inhale breath, and exhale, rolling back down, segmenting your spine piece by piece. Take an inhale breath, and exhale, tilt your hips to your nose, tuck your tail. Feel free to do as many reps of this as you feel like you need to. Let it warm up your low back, your pelvis. Good. This time we're going to hold at the top. Exhale, tilt your hips, tuck your tail, slowly scoop and peel yourself up. Daughter to the rescue, no more dog. Holding here. Now without shifting in your pelvis, keep those abs pulled in. You're going to take an inhale breath, exhale, lift one leg up into a tabletop. Try to feel like you've got glasses of water on each of your hip bones. You'll bring one leg back down again. Good. And then without shifting in that pelvis, let's bring the other leg up. Good. And then bring it back down. Take an inhale breath, maybe lift a little bit higher. Exhale, softening through your chest, still reaching through your arms. Letting that tailbone come down. Let's keep one leg up next time. If it doesn't feel good for you, you can always just stay on this two-footed option. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, tilt your hips, tuck your tail, slowly scoop and peel yourself up. You're gonna hold the lift here. We're gonna go ahead and take one leg into tabletop. You'll hold it there. Good, and then reach that foot up to the ceiling. Good, try not to let it pull over to your face. Let it reach right to the sky, those hips stay level. Now let's flex our foot. Lower your leg down. You're gonna point your toe. Lifting up, feeling this in your hamstring and seat core. On your supporting leg, flex your foot, lower down. Point your toe, lift up. 2 to go. Flex and lower down. And point and lift up. 1 more, flex and lower. Point and lift. You're gonna hold the lift. As a unit, those hips come down. They tap, drive up to the ceiling. Lower down, tap. Try not to let the supporting leg start to press out to the side. Hips stay level. 3 to go. And lift. And 2. And lift. Last one. Lifting up, holding. Bring that foot back down. Your pelvis should still be level. Lift a little bit. Exhale, rolling down through your spine. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, tilt your hips to your nose. Tuck your tail. Slowly scoop and lift up. We're going to switch legs this time. Putting your weight in your opposite leg. Hips staying level. Reaching through your fingers. Take your other leg up into a shelf. Then you're going to reach that foot to the ceiling. Finding your stability, active arms, active core, flex your foot, lower your leg down, point your toe, lift back up. Good, flex and lower down, and point and lift. 3 to go, flex and lower, and point and lift. 2 to go, flex and lower, point and lift. Last one, flex and lower. Point and lift, you're gonna hold at the top, those hips are still level, arms are still active, lower your hips down, and drive up. Lower your hips down, and drive up. 3 to go. A lot of work in that supporting leg, hamstring and seat. Obliques are working to keep your hips, your belly level. You've got 2 to go, lift up. And last one, lifting up, holding, bringing that foot back down again. Hopefully hips are still level, lift up a little bit. Exhale, rolling down, piece by piece by piece. Beautiful. We're going to keep your legs here. Take your hands up over your head. Inhale your breath. Exhale, nod your chin to your chest if it's available to you. Curl your head, neck, and chest up, holding here. You're going to reach your hands down by your sides. Feel like your tailbone is pressing down, your rib cage is closed. You're going to lift up 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, hands to the ceiling. Pulse up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, hands behind your head. It's not a lift of your neck, it's a lift from your rib cage. Tailbone staying down. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're going to lower all the way down. Good. Bring your arms down by your sides. Take one leg into a shelf. Take the other leg into a shelf. Tailbone is staying down. If you need to here, I'd love you to have that space underneath your low back. If you need to, you can always tuck through it, right? Or pull your knees in a little bit. You're gonna take an inhale breath, and now you're gonna exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up, 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 up. And my dog is gonna go away. And then you're gonna go ahead and bring your hands behind your head, holding here. The shape of your leg stays the same. Inhale, lower one leg down. Exhale, lift back up. Lower one leg down, and lift back up. This can also be done with your head down. One leg down, lifting from your belly. Other leg down, lifting from your belly. Let's find a little bit of reciprocal legs. So you're gonna take one leg down. As the other one comes up, you switch. And then other one switches. Keeping your ribs level, hips level. And switch. Bringing both legs up, holding. Inhale your breath. If you're gonna lift, you'll lift your head, neck, and chest if it's not already. Hands coming behind your head. Lowering your legs down together. Lifting back up. Good, lowering your legs down together. Lifting back up, 2 to go, lowering down. And lifting back up. Last one, lowering down. Lifting back up. And lower your head down. Arms come back down. Legs come down. Next, we're gonna do a double leg stretch. So you're gonna, again, breathe a couple seconds, bring one leg up, other leg up to tabletop. You'll take an inhale breath. You'll nod your chin to your chest. You'll exhale, curl your head, neck, and chest up. Pull those knees in a little bit tighter and touch your hands to the outsides of your shins, possibly right up above your ankles, depending on your flexibility. Maybe in your knees, right? Maybe barely touching. And if you need to keep your head down for this also, you can. You're gonna try not to lose this lift in your chest as you reach your arms in one direction, legs in the opposite direction. Circle your arms around, bend your knees, tap your shins outside of your ankles. Reach up, and exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach and lengthen like a boat, and curl in, look like a ball. 3 to go. Arms and legs will reach. Same thing can be done with your head down. You'll just watch the range of your legs. Make sure you don't power through your quads and your low back. Good, you've got 2 to go. Reach, and pulling in. Good, last one, reach, and pulling in, holding here. Take a little stretch with your head down, hug those knees into your chest. Give yourself a little twist side to side. Good. And then you're gonna go ahead and keep your hands on your shins. If you can, you're gonna roll yourself up to seated, and you're gonna find your balance here. You're gonna be hugging the fronts of your shins. You're gonna find this nice little distance between your heels and your seat, and then you're gonna hollow out your belly button like it's afraid of your thighs. You wanna curl into a ball, keeping the distance between your nose to your knee the same, the distance from your heels to your seat the same. And then all you're gonna do without breaking or slamming your back on the ground, keep your head, neck, and shoulders curled, abs pulled in. You're gonna roll up, try to find your balance, hold it, and then roll back again, curl up, try to find your balance. Maybe your body's not ready for the rolling yet. Maybe it's just balance. Hold, hold, hold. Yes, curl. And scoop, hold, hold, hold. 2 to go. Down you go. Not slamming your head on the ground underneath you, not flopping your feet on the ground. Last one. Down and curl back up. And we'll go ahead and sit nice and tall. Good. You're gonna separate your legs about the width of your mat, maybe a little bit wider. Arms are gonna come out to your sides. We're gonna do a nice little stretch for your torso. So you're gonna take an inhale and you're gonna grow tall and twist towards your opposite leg with your opposite arm. You're gonna take a reach forward like you're trying to slice off your baby toe. Feel that opposite hip trying to pull back behind you. Come back up again and rotate. Same thing on the other side. You're gonna twist. You're gonna reach up and over, pulling this hip back behind you, trying not to collapse on your leg. Coming back up again and in. Good, lift and reach, lift and center. And turn and reach and lift and center. One more, rotate and reach, lift and center. Last one, rotate and reach and lift and center and relax. Great job. We're gonna actually roll over onto our bellies now. So we'll go to hands and knees for a second. And then if you can, tuck your toes underneath you. And we'll come back one at a time into a plank. If it feels good for you to take a little stretch through the backs of those legs, we'll go ahead and shift back into this kind of downward dog position. Thumbs pressing in, pinky fingers pressing in, heels of your hands, trying to reach those heels towards the mat, shoulders out of your ears. Good. And then you'll reach back forward again, coming back into that plank. And then if it feels okay for you, you can either just gently put your knees down and come down onto the ground, or shift forward a little bit over those hands, lower yourself all the way down to the ground, and then go ahead and lay down with your pinky fingers of your hands down on the floor, forehead on the floor. If you need to get a towel or something like that to have your head straight, you're more than welcome. Separate your feet almost the width of your mat. Hips are going to be pressing in, belly is going to be lifted so we can protect that low back. Wherever your low back goes, your belly goes. You're going to take an inhale breath, and you're going to exhale and just lift your heels up. Good, and lower. Good, and lift. Squeezing from your seat, keeping your belly button pulled to your spine. If you have any tenderness below your pubic bone, right around those hip bones, fronts of your pelvis, you may want to put a towel or a mat there too. Good, now let's do your upper body. Let's start with one arm. So one arm is going to lift and bring it down. And then the other way, arm. Good. And now both arms, lift and squeeze. And back down. Good, lift and squeeze. Now, opposite arm and leg. So if it's your right leg, your left arm is going to also lift. You're trying to stay square to the ground. Your abs are staying pulled in, coming back down. Let's switch sides, left leg and right arm. If you don't know your right from your left, think about opposition. Good, down, and then squeeze, and back down. One more, lift, and back down. Now, pick your first side, so right leg and left arm for me. Lift up and hold. Good, now you're gonna switch to the other side without coming down. Switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Little faster. Feel those extensor muscles in your back turning on, your glutes are squeezing, abs are pulled in, shoulders are down out of your ears for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. If it feels good for you, bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Press back into a child's pose, and hold here. Very nice. Now we'll go ahead and come on back up. We're going to actually come into an elbow plank. So you're going to come down onto your elbows. You're going to press one foot back. Really root through those toes, pressing back through your heels. And then we'll bring your other leg up as well. Some people want to lift their hips up. It's just going to put energy into your shoulders, or let your hips drop down, putting energy into your low back. So we want a nice straight line. Feel like you're trying to pull your shoulders down out of your ears, reach your head long. Press back through those heels. Inhale your breath here, and then exhale, shift your weight over your hands. And inhale, back through. And exhale, shift over your hands. And back through. 3 to go. Shift. Inhale, back. Exhale, shift. And back. 2 to go. Shift. And back. Last one, shift. And back. Hold it for 3, 2, and knees down, and take that level child's pose. Great job. Next thing we're going to do is some side planking and a little bit of side leg work. So the first thing we're going to do is turn to one side. You're going to go ahead and bring your forearm and your hip down. So we're going to do a couple different levels of this. The first one, we'll keep our forearm down. You'll also keep your bottom knee down. So we're going to go ahead and press up onto the bottom knee. Bring your hand to your hip. Reach through that bottom rib. Take your top leg and just reach through your toe. Neck is relaxed on this side, chest is open, and you're holding. Finding length through your top side, finding a lift through your bottom rib. Good. want to add something here, you could reach that hand to the ceiling. You could look underneath, trying not to rotate your bottom half, lifting up and lifting through that bottom rib. Good. If you're ready for the next level, we could keep this hand up here. Walk your bottom leg out, top leg out, holding shoulder out of your ear, arm is reaching, neck is relaxed, your bottom rib is lifted. Same movement could be performed here, reaching under your armpit, and lifting up, and reaching under, lifting up, challenging yourself possibly by lifting that top leg, coming back down, and bring your hand down to anchor you and come all the way down onto your hip. And then we're gonna go ahead and lay on your forearm, bring your hand back behind you, doing a little bit of side leg work. I'm losing my ponytail, so I'm gonna fix it. Perfect. All right, so you want that feeling of this reach through your top hip. So you're trying to reach your hip away from your armpit. Get that lift through your bottom rib. Find something comfortable for your arm, whether it's an outstretched arm, you could lay on your head, you could even come all the way up to your forearm, or all the way up to maybe a fist or a hand on your knee. And we'll try this first side here. I'm gonna scoot a little bit to make sure I'm in for you guys. So you're gonna go ahead and lift your chest. We're gonna go ahead and take your top leg, lengthen it, and at no point do you wanna collapse your upper body or feel like your bottom rib is starting to fall down towards the floor. So you wanna hold here. This is your stability. From your hips all the way to your shoulders. Abs stay pulled in. You're gonna flex your foot and bring it forward, not letting your hips go backwards or collapse. Point your toe, bring it back in line with your hip. So you'll flex forward, you'll bring it back. Good, and flex forward, and bring it back. Beautiful, 3 to go. Flex, and bring it back. 2, flex, bring it back. Last one, flex, bring it back. Hold, little lift, lower here, little lift, little lower, little lift, little lower. Good, 3 to go. We're just doing 5 of each, but if you feel like you want to do more, feel free to hang here too. And the last one, you're going to hold here and give me little baby circles for 5, 4, 3. Hip extensors should be turning on. Reverse. 5, 4. Not rolling forwards and backwards. 3, 2, and 1. Now hold here. Flex your foot. Bring your heel to your seat. Your thigh is still parallel. Point your toe. Bring it back out. Flex your heel. Engage your hamstring. Point your toe, bring it out. 3 to go. Flex, point and reach. 2, flex, point and reach. Last one, flex, point and reach. Hold it, lift a little bit higher. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and come down. And we'll take a little stretch for that leg. So, you could do this sitting up, right? Crossing one ankle over your knee. You could also do this laying down, keeping your foot on the ground, or crossing and then grabbing onto the back of your opposite thigh, using your knee or your hand to kind of push out on that shin or your thigh, never pushing directly on your knee joint. Fantastic. And then we're going to go ahead and come on up, and we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So we're going to go ahead and come down onto your side plank. So this time we'll go ahead and do this laying down so you can see it both ways. So I'll go ahead and lay it down on my side. Again, knees are just slightly in front of you, but your hips are right in line with your shoulders, slightly back, a little bit, knees slightly in front, that bottom rib lifted. And then you're gonna go ahead and take that top leg, you're gonna lift it up so it's in line with your hip. You're gonna reach it forward. So I want your abs to stay engaged. There's no rolling of your torso. You're gonna flex your foot and bring it forward. Point your toe, bring it back. Now you should feel a lot more stable here if you're trying it both ways. You have more contact points of your body on the ground. So you should be able to keep yourself more stable with a little less effort here. Good, 2 to go. And reach. Last one, flex. Point and reach, hold. Little lifts, little lowers for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give me 5 little circles, keeping that torso still. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holding here. You're lifted through that bottom rib still. You're going to flex your foot, grab through that hamstring, bring your heel to your seat. Point your toe, reach it back in front of you. Flex, bring it back. Point and reach. 3 to go. Flex, bring it back. Point and reach. 2 to go. Flex, bring it back. Point and reach. Last one. Flex, bring it back. Point and reach. Hold it. Little lift up. Holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down. And sadly, I forgot to side plank on this side, so you have to go back and do that. So we'll again start on that kneeling side plank, and then we'll come up. And if you have one that's your favorite, you can stay with that the whole time. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure that shoulder is right over your elbow, and sliding down your back with that shoulder blade, making sure your shoulder stays out of your ear. We'll go ahead and tuck that knee underneath you. Good, lifting your hip, reaching through that top leg. Good, lifting through your bottom rib, shoulders down out of your ears. Neck is also nice and relaxed. You could reach that hand up to the ceiling or just hold here. If you want to add a little rotation, you'll try to keep your torso hip still, reaching under, finding that bottom oblique, lift up. Good, I'm reaching under and lifting up. One more, reaching under and lifting up. If it feels good for you, let's try to slide that other leg out from underneath you, holding here. Again, lifting through your bottom rib, shoulders down out of your ears, reach underneath. And then come back up. Good. 3 more. Under. And lift up. Try not to twist from your waist. 2 to go. And lifting up. Last one. Lifting up. And go ahead and come on back down. Fantastic. Let's just get a nice little stretch here. We're going to go ahead and come on back up. Finish the way we started. And then do a nice little stretch. So we'll go ahead and come on back up. Feet are going to be at the edge of your mat about hip distance apart. Let's reach those arms back up. Now that we're a little warmer, maybe we'll add on a little bit here. So you're going to nod your chin to your chest. Big exhale, curling down through your spine. Bringing their hands to the ground. Again, bending if necessary. Go ahead and walk back out again, finding that plank position. Maybe we'll do a couple push-ups here. Maybe you'll just hold. Maybe you'll hold on your knees. One more. Good, and then walking back towards your feet. Again, grab your elbows now and just let your head hang. Maybe you'll need to soften your knees a little bit here. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Just let your legs and arms sway side to side. And then go ahead and let those arms drop to the ground. Take an inhale breath, exhale. Tuck your tail, pressing the backs of your legs forward, curling up your spine, shoulders staying out of your ears. Grow back up tall. Let's do it one more time. Up and over. Good. And then walking back up. Last time. Holding here. Doing what you need to do. Maybe it's a stretch through your calves. Maybe you want to do a little more plank work here. Whatever you feel like you need. And then we'll go ahead and finish it up. You're going to go ahead and bring your knees down. Sit back into a child's pose, holding. Good. And then let's go ahead and lay down on your back. So you can curl yourself back around. If you'd like to come down with control, you may, with that exhale breath, rolling back down, tucking through your tail, slowing your roll, arms coming down by your sides. And then go ahead and take one leg up to the ceiling. If your knee bends, if your ceiling is a little more here, if you need to support it, you may. Flex and point that foot. Other leg is just staying active down on the floor. Roll your ankle in one direction. Roll your ankle in the other direction. If you feel like you need a little more stretch, you can walk those hands up your leg. You could hold here. You could even bend your knee. You could walk your knee up towards your nose and vice versa. You can walk back down again. Good, and then go ahead and take this leg, bending your knee so that your foot is on the inside of your laying leg kneecap. Reach your same side arm as leg is lifted down by your side. Take your other hand and bring it across the outside of your thigh. Twist it slightly over your body. Looking over your outstretched hand and trying to get that shoulder blade to stay down. Good, and then coming back up to the middle. If you feel like you need it here again, you could take a little hip stretch. We didn't do that on the other side, so if you'd like to give yourself that on both sides, that would be great. And then going ahead and coming back down again. Take the other leg up to the ceiling. Flex and point your foot. Roll your ankle in one direction. Good, roll your ankle in the other direction. And if you feel like you need it, you can walk your hands up that leg again. Hold here. If you need a little bend in your knee, you can take it. If you need a little more, walk up towards that ankle, knee to nose to knee. Good, walking back down. And then again, this foot comes right on the inside of that leg that's outstretched, kneecap. Arm comes to the side of your body. Take your other hand, cross it over the side of your thigh, and give yourself a little twist. Shoulder down out of your ear. Good, and then take a second here, we'll stretch that other hip. So again, you could stay down on the ground, crossing ankle over knee. If this is enough for you here, you could take this. You could always reach up, grab behind that thigh. If you need a little more pressure, using your forearm or your elbow, never on that knee joint, above or below, would be great. Good. And then that, I think, was about 30 minutes. So I'm going to show you my very fancy cheat sheet here that I actually wrote on a pizza box, so don't judge, but it was so I could see it. So I'm going to walk it close. Is it close enough? So there, this way. Are we good? So you can take a little screenshot of that if you wanted to just have that in front of you. You could use your own pizza box. It was my child that ate the pizza, although it did sound really good. And I hope you had fun with me today. We're gonna have some more videos for you. Stay healthy. If you wanna come into the studio, group lessons, privates, check us out at movestudio pilates.com. And I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for sharing your time with us. Bye.